Welcome back everybody, it's Joe from Acklam Car Centre, and today I'm in the all-new, brand new Range Rover, the 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗄𝗏 SE in this beautiful colour called the Lamprout Bronze. Now this is an amazing car. I've driven one already and you know what? The car is absolutely fantastic. Now this is the 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗏 version. You do get different versions of this, you get the 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗡 and so on. But for me the 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗏, the first thing I sort of realise is the sound of the engine. It is such a quiet engine. Now I've been waiting to do this video for a couple of weeks now. The car drives that well. It genuinely is such a luxurious four-wheel drive. Obviously great off-road capabilities, but it's the finishing to the interior, the design, and then going back to that engine, that 𝗙𝗕𝗢𝗏, it's quiet, it's more than quick enough. But when you're driving this car, you don't feel the need to sort of whiz around. It's a case of just getting in it, doing its thing, and just let it float, because it eats the road extremely well. You don't feel a bump. It's got air suspension. You've got four-wheel steering on this car, which is brilliant, by the way. The colour is absolutely stunning. This then has obviously the Windsor leather inside, which again is super soft. You've got electric seats, you've got heated seats, memory seats, and you've also got heated seats in the back as well. Now the car is a big car. The visibility is brilliant. There is glass everywhere. But for me, on this new model, the new generation Range Rover like this one, it's the styling of it. They've always been a great car, always. And every time they bring a new one out, I say this to myself, how can you make that look better? Or how can you make that more posher or smoother or stylish? And it happens every time. Now with a lot of manufacturers, it takes me a little bit longer to get sort of come around to the idea of, ooh, new model, I'm not sure if I like it or not, because it's happened to me a few times. But with this one, as soon as I've seen the release picture, I thought, well, that is a stunning car, it is beautiful. And then everything else works hand in hand, the way it drives, the technology. So from the front, with the whole new front end, the new grille system, then beautiful pixel LED headlights, which for me are absolutely fabulous. You've got the headlight washers, which are built in to the flush bumpers. Fog lights again, straight down below. But then this one has the black detailing with a badging, front and rear. The side skirts, which are also in high gloss black. And this one has the 21-inch high gloss black wheels as well. Now I'm going around corners right now and you can't tell. Because this car's got four-wheel steering, the handling, the turning circle, you feel it on every corner. You genuinely do. If you haven't driven a car with four-wheel steering, you won't know what I'm talking about, but you really do feel the difference. Going back to the exterior of the car, this one has the lovely electric deployable flush door handles. So the door handles on this car are completely flush when the car is locked. As you walk up to it, because the car has keyless entry, if you walk up to the driver's door, it will automatically release itself, it'll deploy, get your hand in there, and then get yourself in the car, which is nice. There's also the button on the door handle which you can press to lock the car as you walk away, or press it to open it if it hasn't activated, if you switch that mode off in effect. Well, on the side of the car, you'll see the new curvages at the top of the door. It looks nice and smooth, well finished, and then takes me straight onto the rear, which is probably, for me, the biggest part of this car, which looks the different. It's completely different to anything else out there. It's got that lovely black panel detailing, finishing, where if you haven't seen this car before, you almost try to work out where the brake light is and where the indicators are. And it's all built into that black paneling, which I think does look absolutely amazing. It puts another edge to where this car looks. You've got gesture tailgate, so the boot does open automatically. You can use the key, you can press the button, or kick the car from below, and then it'll open automatically. And then you've got yourself a massive boot. Now remember, when you're buying a Range Rover, you're buying it because it's luxurious, you're buying it because it's big, but you're buying it probably because you want the boot space and you want the cabin space for all your friends and family. And this does that very, very well. Also, there's a button on the inside of the tailgate on the right hand side, inside the boot, where you press it electronically, the parcel shelf, the tonneau cover, sort of falls away. Bit of a gimmick, but it's a nice little touch. I've not seen it on another one before, so that's nice. Which then takes me onto the interior of the car. Now this one's got the full panoramic glass roof, which is a nice feature with the Windsor leather with that lovely light feel. Having the panoramic glass roof, like today, I've got the slider open, it just brings more light into it, so you feel like a very nice open space. It's like an open plan view in here. It's brilliant. You've then got the new digital dashboard on this one, which is right in front of me. You can configure that, but I can see the speed that I'm doing, what gear that I'm in. It's all very clear, it's all very crisp. But then I'm holding this absolutely fabulous steering wheel. It's got that two-spoke effect, very futuristic effect on the steering wheel. Leather wrapped, all of it. You've then got the touch sensitive, illuminated ceramic glass finish to the multifunctional steering wheel. And the steering wheel here, it pretty much controls most of the things you're going to be using every single day, such as your cruise control, but this car has adaptive cruise control, the heated steering wheel, Bluetooth controls, stereo controls, and a lot of the controls for the onboard computer. The indicators and the window wipers on the left and right hand side as normal, and then you've got this massive, to the left hand side of me, 13.1 inch of touchscreen curved glass media screen, which is super easy to use. It's super fast, there's no delay. It's the previous version of the media system, so again it's very much up to date. I remember years ago the Range Rovers, I thought, you know what, you're a little bit behind really, because your BMWs, your Audis, your Mercs, they were maybe 5 years ahead. I remember saying that to myself. But now I can't say that because they've got everything. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, obviously navigation system's absolutely superb, very easy to use. And it does everything, and it's so easy to use. And I like that. I like it because it's there in front of you. You can reach it without struggling, because some of the cars, you have to really stretch to navigate something. They've changed the controls down below here for the climate. It's all push and pull now. The heated seats are there, obviously, the dual zone climate control. This car then has the full 360 view camera system with the off-road camera system. So when you're looking at the camera system, you can see it all the way around you, but you can also see pretty much what's below you, which is pretty cool. And it's in good high definition as well, so it's not blurry, or it's crisp, very crisp. You've then got such things like the short shifter gearbox here, so it's nice to handle when you're changing gears, literally up and down. Your P button's just below, and the stop start is right in the middle. The different drive to range on the left hand side, you can leave it in auto like I have, or you can pop it up and you can change the different programs, comfort program, you've got grass, gravel, snow, and so on. But again, leave it in auto for everyday driving, you don't need to touch it really. There's lots of cubbyhole space, there's lots of cup holders here, this humongous armrest bang in the middle with more cubbyhole space underneath. The car, the finish on it is absolutely brilliant. And to be fair, Range Rover's always had a good finish on them, but I think they've just took it to another whole level with this one. Going to the drive, for me, it's how comfortable this car is. Like at the minute, I'm doing very low speed because I'm behind this humongous truck. But you're floating about. You feel different in a Range Rover. I am a sensible driver in my own head. Sometimes if I'm in a fast car and it's a clear road and I'm safe to do so, I'll blip it. But in this one, you don't feel the need to blip it. But like I just did there to overtake that big truck, overload they call it, I put my foot down, there was no delay, it was just reaction, gone, and overtook it. No hesitation whatsoever. So the D300 is a smooth, very reacting engine. There's nothing that holds this car back. The steering is precise, and like with the air suspension, it does everything that it should do. I know there's loads of guys and girls who have ordered these cars and they're waiting for them, and really I'm excited for you, because when you get one, you will love every single day in it. It's absolutely mega, and I mean mega. And I think because there's not many on the road at the minute, because everyone's still waiting for theirs, everyone looks at it because it's the new thing. It is a beautiful car. Now remember, this has got cruise control with adaptive cruise control. I'm going to quickly just turn this on so everyone understands what the adaptive cruise control does. So I've set the cruise control there. I'm going to go a little bit faster, and then I'm going to put on here, it says 1 car length, 2 car length. I'm going to go for 3 car length, okay? So I'm on the left-hand lane now. So that's the adaptive cruise control set here. At 70 miles an hour with 3 car lengths. So I'm about to get behind this Nissan Qashqai. Now if he's doing 70, this car will just sit behind him. If the traffic slows down, then so will this car. It will naturally slow down. I had to interfere there because these were pulling in. Right, well, this is going to be a prime example if you can see this, because I'm about to approach some lorries and other traffic. I'm doing 70 miles an hour. I'm still at 3 car length, so you can see 1, 2, 3. I'm approaching a few cars and some lorries. Now I know for a fact these lorries are not doing 70 miles an hour. So with the adaptive cruise control, I have to steer, not accelerate or brake. I'm not doing any of that. As I approach these lorries now, if they're doing 58 or 60 or whatever it is, this car will slow down to their speed, leaving a 3 car gap. So I can feel it already slowing down, I can see it slowing down, and it's doing a perfect job. So the lorry's doing 50 plus, this car's going down to 50 plus, Even that same distance, if the lorry decides to slow down even further, so will this car. As the lorry picks up speed again, so will this, up to 70. Now, if I want to overtake, like I do, because I don't want to be stuck behind it, as soon as I get away from the lorry onto the other lane, and there's nothing in front of me, this car will go back up to 70, because that's what I've set it at. And that's what the adaptive cruise control does. It self-brakes, and it literally follows the car in front, leaving enough space that you've set out. It just makes that journey of yours super easy, super comfortable. It doesn't mean that you don't concentrate, it's nice to have. It's a brilliant feature, to be fair. It is absolutely amazing. I'll do a separate video when it wasn't as busy as that. Going back to the car, D300 SE, available, going live, new model Range Rover, absolutely fabulous. Everything about these cars, the new Range Rover for me is an unbelievable car, and I love it. Thanks for watching. Like and follow. Bye-bye now.